throughout my weight loss journey, I've went from being fat to skinny, and then I became jacked. In this video, I will tell you exactly how I've went from being skinny to jacked and pretty damn lean. And I will do it by going over the two main things that causes us to become extremely jacked. And I can talk about it because in the last few years, I have delved into the topic of weightlifting and building muscle in general so much. I've spent thousands of hours researching this topic and just learning. Let's begin with the first thing, training. And there are two types of training. One that optimizes for muscle gain and one that optimizes towards the other thing, toward cardiovascular health, or both. It's basically resistance training versus CrossFit and cardio. And if we want to get extremely jacked, we shouldn't focus on both like CrossFitters. No, we should focus on one. When we train, we should do resistance training. There is a very simple way that I used that caused me to make a lot more gains while spending less time in the gym. Now I currently train 6 times per week, and I do it because I like to train, not because training more will cause me to gain a bunch more muscle. To be honest, I could have made the same amount of progress if I were to train only 4 times per week. And how? So basically when we train, it looks like this. The first few sets that we do for a certain muscle group gives us the most amount of gains, and then as we do the 7th set, 8th set, 9th set per workout, we start to see any more additional benefits when it comes to muscle gain. And with it, the intensity of each set dictates the amount of muscle that we will gain from it, meaning that if we will do one extremely intense set, we will go like this from here to here, and then if we will do another extremely hard set, we will get here, and our results will start to diminish significantly. And that means that by training harder, we can make a lot more gains in a lot more time. Now I get out of the assumption that you train with a technique that is designed to target the desired muscle while also training it intensely, basically getting the most amount of gains. And with it, we should train each muscle at least twice per week to gain the most amount of muscle, because after around 1 to 2 to 3 days of not training, of resting, our muscles will get fully recovered and we will be ready to go once again, meaning that if we will continue to wait for the next week, we will leave some gains on the table. Now the second thing when it comes to getting jacked, recovery. So basically when we train, we trigger the muscle gain mechanism in our bodies, but if we won't rest our muscles afterwards, our bodies won't grow them bigger than they used to be, and we will not make a lot of gains or gains at all. And that's where recovery comes into the equation. That's why it's so important. So if we don't train, we won't gain any muscle at all, but if we will train but won't focus on recovery, we might also leave a lot of gains on the table. And there are basically two main things that really affect our recovery. There are a few more things for sure, but these are the main ones: sleep and diet. Sleep is all about spending between 8 to 10 hours in bed, because the time that we spend in bed is not actually sleeping. It takes time to fall asleep and everything, so we need to spend between 8 to 10 hours to sleep between 7 to 9 hours each night. And that's how we tick one of the most important boxes when it comes to recovery, because the time that we actually recover it is during sleep. And then the second thing, diet. It's all about getting enough protein, 1 gram per pound or a bit less in our diets, and getting enough carbs. Yes, you heard it right. Carbs are extremely important for recovery, because once we push in the gym really hard and we burn a lot of glycogen, we need to replenish it afterwards. So the next workout, our muscles will be full of fuel. Glycogen is the fuel source of our muscles, and if we will be full of it the next workout, we will be a bit stronger, we will get a bit more reps, and we will progressively get stronger at a faster rate, which means that we will make more gains by default. Now bro, this is it. If you enjoyed this video and you want to tell it to me, you can write a nice comment, or else you can like and subscribe and you will get a bunch more videos from me, and I will see you tomorrow.